Hi, my name is Valeria and I will be explaining piping and instrumentation diagrams. A piping and instrumentation diagram, abbreviated P&ID, is a diagram widely used in the engineering field. It is a drawing that showcases the entire process flow, explaining in detail the piping and process equipment, along with its instrumentation and control machinery. With the help of this diagram, the relation between piping, instrumentation, and equipment can be understood. It is closely related to the process flow diagram or PFD, where the major equipment of a process is described. However, this diagram is more detailed. A P&ID is not only useful when designing a new process, it is also a powerful tool for engineers to maintain and modify such process effectively, since they are a graphical representation that provides the foundation for system control blueprints. Moreover, these diagrams are crucial for facilitating the design of schemes for control and shutdown, safety and regulation requirements, startup sequences, and details for piping and instrumentation. P&IDs are useful for a myriad of things, whether it is modernizing an existing process, changing or fixing machinery, or modeling a new project. Technicians, engineers, and operators can get a clear look at how the system works and how everything connects. Although there are no specific guidelines that determine what should a P&ID contain, all of them must include what's listed here. Among the principal things that should be present, we can find all mechanical equipment with its name and number, piping sizes and identification, all valves and their identifications, and flow directions, among others. With the purpose of having uniformity in the instrumentation field, the Instrument Society of America developed the Instrumentation Symbols and Identification Standard, ANSI ISA S5.1. This publication contains everything from the symbols for the equipment to the piping lines and its types, along with the instrumentation. The terminology that should be used for identifying instrumentation is also explained in the manual. The diagram illustrated here will help to explain how to read a P&ID. In general terms, steam is carried through a pipe into a heat exchanger with the purpose of heating the product that enters into it from the right side. Additionally, there are two pipes that carry the heated product and the steam out of the equipment. Therefore, we can observe that there are two pipes going in and two going out. This can be easily identified by the direction of the arrows. The first thing that helps identify the elements that conform the control loop is the tag number assigned for them. In this case, it's 401. The valve that allows the steam flow to enter the heat exchanger is the symbol made out of triangles located at the bottom. This symbol represents a globe valve. The instruments signaled from 1 to 4 are the ones in charge of reading and adjusting the flow that enters the heat exchanger. To know their function, we must look into the letters they contain in the top portion. The first letter stands for the measured or initiating variable. In this particular case, all of them begin with the letter T, which means the variable they are measuring is temperature. The succeeding letters indicate the function of the device. Beginning with the instrument marked with the number 1, it is possible to observe that the succeeding letter is another T, which means it is a transmitter. Having a circle without a line in the middle means the instrument is locally or field mounted. The information from the heat exchanger is sent to the transmitter through a capillary tube, identified by the line with X's. The device 1 sends information to the device designated with the number 2 via an electrical signal, identified by the dashed line. The second instrument is a temperature control indicator, according to the second and third letters. A circle with a line in the middle, as is the case in here, indicates the instrument is front of panel mounted. Another electronic signal is sent from device 2 to device 3, which is a transducer as indicated by the letter Y and controls the steam flow. This transducer converts the current or electronic signal into a pneumatic one, as shown in the square signaled with the yellow arrow. The line with diagonal marks from the transducer to the valve indicates a pneumatic connection. The arrow that points down to the globe valve indicates a failed closed valve type. These four devices conform the feedback for the system and allow it to adjust the steam flow according to the information provided. In general terms, the best thing to do when trying to understand the P&ID is familiarizing yourself with the forms and symbols from the manual by the Instrument Society of America, so you could easily know what each one represents. Also, following the direction of the arrows will help with the identification of loops in the system. Identifying the main components that conform the process could be a guide to understand it more easily and begin to interpret its functioning.